Ow.
Put it in fire. Big bang, take no bite. Big bang, take no bite. She said, what you gonna do if I leave? I said, bitch, I'ma do me. B.I.G., bitch, everything zoomed in. Big bag on me looking like I'm moving in.
Hi guys. Okay, enough with the shenanigans. So I just decided to go ahead and do a quick voiceover for this video because I really wanted to try out this foundation, but I didn't want to talk through this whole look. So as you can see, I'm just going in and moisturizing my face with some of my First Aid Beauty hydration as well as my LA Girl face primer. Now, this is the foundation I'm using today, the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. It is the color F13 that I chose. And as you can see, there's a huge doe foot applicator for this foundation. Now, I have a tendency of choosing foundations that are too dark for me. And when I was in the store, hubby was like, you need to knock it off because it's going to end up being too dark. So I was going to choose F14, but I went ahead and got F13. And as you can see, when I first put it on, I was like, oh, this is going to be too light. But then as it started to blend and marry with my skin and just kind of, melt into my skin, I noticed that, okay, this is probably the better choice of color for myself because when I add the rest of my makeup, it's going to blend out nicely. So I'm just going in with one coat, you guys, because like I said, I'm just trying this out today and giving you my first impression thoughts. I didn't really want to go in with a massive amount of makeup on because I'm not going nowhere. I'm just testing it out for you guys. So as you can see, it is a very nice coverage foundation with just one coat. It's covering very nicely. Now for me personally, if I was wearing it out somewhere, I would definitely use an additional coat just to take care of those dark areas on my face and cover up more of the hyperpigmentation. So just some information on this foundation as I'm applying it. It is a full coverage foundation with doe foot. It's lightweight and it is buildable. And it comes in about 24 shades. And like I said, I chose F13. Now I'm going in with the concealer as well from Revolution. And this is in the shade C13. I really like this concealer. It blends out nicely and it has a great coverage. Now with this foundation, it is oil free. It gives you a demi-matte finish. It can be layered, like I stated before. Now you can use a damp beauty blender or beauty sponge to diffuse it out and give it more of a skin-like appearance. Now I'm going in with my black opal contour stick, and this is in the color Black Walnut. I love this contour stick, you guys. If you haven't tried it out, try it out. It's a very nice shade. Now, this foundation is vegan and cruelty free, so if you do care about those things, then that's some information for you as well on this foundation. So I'm just going to go ahead and now see, you guys can see how the foundation, the shade that I chose, it looks like it is working out nicely for me. I'm going in with this J-Cat banana powder. And you guys, I hate banana powder, but I found that the J-Cat one actually looks pretty nice. Now I'm setting my face with this LA Girl pressed powder, and this one is in the color Warm Caramel. And it worked out very nicely with this foundation. Now you guys, this Sephora blush palette is bomb. Okay, if you haven't tried it, you've got to try it. I love it. I went in with the darkest shade because I wanted to use it as an additional contour slash blush for my face. And as you can see, it is really, really nice at adding that deepness around your perimeter and cheekbones. Now this highlighter is gorgeous. As you can see, it's a really, really pretty, just light gold sheen on your face. It's not glittery or anything like that. It's just really nice. And it bounces off of the light perfectly. And as you can see, I'm enjoying using it. If you go in light-handed, you won't necessarily go overboard with it. Now, even though this video is really about the foundation today, I said, hey, let me go ahead and throw some eyeshadow on my eyes. And as you'll see, I don't even bother to prep my eyelids or anything. I'm just going in because this palette is beautiful. Now, this is the Morphe 35V palette, which is the Stunning Vibes palette. Now, this first color I'm going into is the color Turned On. And it's just a nice light transition shade that I'm using on my lid area just so that the look will blend out nicely. Next, I'm going to go ahead and go into this really pretty blue shade, which is called Fling. And I'm going to place that in the outer corner of my eyelid, just making sure that I blend it nicely into that first shade. And as you can see, I'm really staying towards the outer corner because I want to just deepen that up. The pigment on these shadows is very nice, so I can only imagine what it would look like if I actually had prepped my lids. Now I'm taking this sparkly blue shade called Stud, and I'm going to spray my brush and just place this on the inner portion of my lid, or should I say the inner half of my lid, because I did kind of go ham with it. This color is gorgeous, you guys. It is so freaking pretty. I love it. Next, I'm going into a sparkly purple shade down here, and that one is called Crush. Now, I know it looks like another shade of blue, kind of, but this is like one of the most gorgeous purple shimmer shadows that I've ever seen. It is so pretty, you guys, and I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but it is so freaking pretty. Now I want to go ahead and deepen the outer corner, so of course I'm going into the black, which is called Little Black Book, very cute name. And I'm just deepening that outer corner, pressing it in the corner and just blending it up towards the center of my eyelid. And I'm also taking that first blue shadow brush and just kind of diffusing the edges of that outer corner so that's not too harsh, and making sure everything is blended out nicely. Now I want to go ahead and work on my inner corner, so I'm taking this gorgeous shade called Knockout. It's a really pretty shimmery silver shade, and I'm just placing that on the inner corner. Now I want to finish up my lower lash line, so I'm going back into that blue and just placing that on my lower lash line. And I also wanted to add a little purple, so I'm going into this shade Bad Boy, and I'm placing that just below the blue, just to kind of bring out that purple aspect in the eyeshadow a little bit more. Now I want to go ahead and highlight under my brow bone a bit, so I'm taking this shade Swoon, and I'm just placing that just below my eyebrow to brighten this look up a little bit. Now I'm going in with a black crayon eyeliner, and I'm just using that to deepen my lower lash line even more. And I'm going to go in with my Mega Volume Mascara. I don't know how mega it is, you guys. It didn't create that much volume to me, but you know, whatever. Now I'm going to finish up this look with my lips, and I'm lining it with my Rimmel lip liner in the color Berry Jam. And I'm just using that to outline my lips, and I'm going to go in with my ColourPop lipstick, and this is from the Shayla collection, and it's called Ooh. And it's like a peachy nude shade, and so I really like this lipstick. It feels nice and creamy, but I want to go ahead and add a little bit of shimmer to it, so I'm going to go in with my Ellery and ColourPop lip gloss and just place that on top of that lipstick. Now, as you guys can see, with this foundation, it has a pretty nice coverage. Like I said, I went in with only one layer, and as you can see, you can still see some of the discoloration around my mouth and a little bit of discoloration around the lower portion of my face. But just for this first impression use, I think it's a very nice foundation. I like it. I think I chose a nice shade match for myself with the F13. And if I was actually going to wear this foundation out, I would definitely use a second coat on this foundation just to make sure I covered up my discolorations around my mouth a little bit more. I don't even think I would need to color correct, but I know if I wanted to, I could. So now for the eyeshadow palette, I love it. I don't even think I really have to say too much about it. It's gorgeous, highly pigmented, and I can't wait to use it again. So that's it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video.